It's been a while, perhaps even too long. Yes, indeed, it is time for another color demo. Yes, indeed, it has been too long. I have not forgotten about this series. I'm excited to add to it. I've got another 4 colors to demo for you today, so I'm looking forward to doing that. If everything works out right, I'm also going to follow this video up shortly thereafter, maybe a couple of days, using those 4 colors in a brand new mold that I just got from Epic Baits, and it is sweet. I'll show you those 4 colors in just a second, but before I do, I have got some tasty news for you. I have been asked on more than one occasion, can you start demoing dead-on colorants, dead-on pigments, and I don't own any. But guess what? I've been talking to Michael over on a new channel. It's called Baitchuckin'. I'll put the link to it right down below. He's got a bunch of dead-on pigments. Super nice guy. Newer channel. I think he's only got maybe 4 videos or so, and he's almost at 1,000 subs already. Video quality top notch, just a really good guy. So definitely go check him out if you haven't already, just for the content alone. But on top of that, he and I had a chance to connect via Instagram video chat, and he is going to create a sister series demoing dead-on colorants. So if you've got a bunch of those or you have any interest in those, go check him out. He's going to use the same 3.5-inch rocket grubs, so you see what those dead-on colorants look like in their thickest parts as well as their thinner parts, and I think it's going to be awesome. Again, Michael over at Baitchuckin'. Check the link in the description. Go give him a sub, start watching his content. Super great guy. Let's talk about what colors we are going to get into today. Alrighty, I've got 4 in mind. The first one is right here. Limetreuse from Lurecraft. Pretty sweet green color. Looking forward to that one. Florida Grape, also Lurecraft. Then I got 2 from MF. Baby Blue, and sticking with the baby theme, Baby Bass. So that's what we're going to dive into today. I'm going to streamline the process yet again just a little bit. So I'll mix each color. You can see those as usual. We'll probably add just a touch of black or silver as usual. I'll give you a little taste of what they look like and then hang out to the end, and I'll line all 4 up and we'll take a little deeper dive into each one. So without any further ado, let's get started.
How did I
And just like that, voila, all 4 colors are demoed. Now it's time to take a closer look at each one. Just before we do that though, a quick thank you once again to Epic Bait Molds for collaborating with me on this project. It's awesome to work with Jason and Amanda. I love their heart for the bait making community and wanting to help you guys understand these colors better, just like I do, so that we can all make baits better, save time, save money. It's been awesome doing this series with them. So let's first take a look at our Limetreuse. This was that Lurecraft colorant, nice and green, bright. 15 drops in this guy. Pretty darn translucent, even at 15. Certainly in the tails where it's thinner, but we expect that. So if you wanted something a little bit more opaque, even though it's a Lurecraft colorant, and that usually, 15 will usually get you where you want to go, I would probably up this one to 20, maybe even 25. It's kind of on the verge of one of those fluorescent type pigments that is just naturally see-through, but I like it. Next up, Florida Grape, classic color. I'm sure you guys have seen this one on a number of channels before, but a really nice purple, very bright purple, as you can see. 15 drops gets you this result as well. Nice and translucent in the thinner parts, a little bit more opaque. Again, you could probably go to 20 if you really wanted your bait to be solid and less see-through, but for me, in most applications, I like that little iridescence that you can see the light coming through, but it's still kind of dark. I dig that. Now let's talk about this guy. He was my surprise. This is an MF color, and if you know anything about MF pigments, they are not usually very thick. It takes 30 to 40 drops to get anything saturated, and this was a big surprise. This is only 20 drops. I was fully expecting this to turn out very similar to these guys, maybe more so like him, but that is full-on opaque even into its thinner parts and super opaque in the thicker. It reminds me a little bit of Purple Zonker when we did that one, where 20 drops or 15 drops, I can't remember what we did, it produced a very opaque bait as well. So if you're going to use this one, I mean, gorgeous color. I mean, look at that. You could do so much, like a sexy shad or just the light blue on any bait fish pattern. I mean, this is gorgeous. So I love it, but need to be mindful if we're going to use it. Probably start down in the 5 to 7 range, maybe 10, to get something a little closer to that with some more dynamic to it. And lastly, the MF version of baby bass. So Lurecraft has a baby bass as well. I've used it one time. I was curious what it looked like in comparison. I like this one. If my memory serves, I think the one with Lurecraft maybe had a little bit more of that gold. You can see just a little hint of gold. Really fine powdery essence in this one. I think the Lurecraft one has a little bit more of that. Maybe this is 20 drops, so maybe we would have seen more of that with more saturation, but I like it at this level. I don't know about you. You do you, boo. But I like it at this level. You can still kind of see through it. It's nice and dark in the thicker parts, but obviously translucent in the thinner. Well, that is that. We wrap up yet another episode of the Color Demo series. I hope you guys are continuing to get lots of value from this series. It's a joy to do it for you. Reminder, I'm going to follow up this video hopefully here in just the next couple of days using those colors that we just demoed in some pretty, what I hope to be sweet builds using a brand new Epic Bait Molds. Also reminder, check out Michael over at Bait Chuckin', especially when he gets his series going. It's probably going to be a couple of weeks before he's able to do that. He's got some stuff planned, but be on the lookout for that because I'm confident it's going to be a nice complement to this series. He does some really good work over there. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you very much for coming along with me on the journey. And until the next time, I'll see you guys in the shop.